Hi, I'm Callie, the Assistant Curator of Elephants at the ABQ BioPark. Elephants are a big part of the conservation work we do here. We work to protect both elephants in the wild and ones in our care. Irene here is one of our most recent success stories and an example of national and regional teamwork that shows just how, when lots of people care, we can do amazing things to help these majestic animals. Irene will turn 57 in a few weeks. That is well past the median life expectancy for an elephant of 47 years. While she is doing great now, we had a real challenge in late 2022. Irene had an age-related lens luxation in her left eye. She had greatly reduced visibility and discomfort in that eye. Her veterinarians and animal care staff tried everything to help save her sight in this eye. For example, she was trained to voluntarily receive medicinal eye drops.
Come on, lean in. There you go, lean in.
Look. We also tried less invasive methods of manually moving her lens. But it eventually became clear that the only solution to help her was to perform surgery to remove her left eye. This was a risky procedure and would mean that this 7,600-pound patient would have to be fully anesthetized. Like any surgery, there was a very real possibility of complications. We trained for months to prepare. We worked with numerous specialists, including our own facilities team, fire and rescue professionals trained in heavy extraction, local and visiting veterinary specialists, national experts in elephant anesthesia, veterinary ophthalmologists, and we invited caring colleagues from other zoos all over the country to watch and learn from this innovative procedure. One of our first challenges was training Irene to lay down exactly where we would need her for the surgery. We needed her to rest on the correct side and placed in a way that the medical team could work around her. We practiced for every contingency. We tested the equipment that may be needed to gently move her if we had to reposition her during the surgery.
Plan A, Plan B is the winch, Plan C is this thing.
Okay.
We trained with placing loose straps around her to make sure we could help her get up if we needed to. We tested if the equipment and building supports would have the integrity to support her weight in the event that we had to help her up, and how it would release. We tested the logistics of how a large crew of medical professionals would move around her, get equipment, and not be in each other's way.
So to get started, Amber and her team will get Irene into this stall and get her prepared and in position. And I'm going to give the ultra-potent opioid drug to induce anesthesia. This is Plan A. She falls asleep, and then we'll intubate her with the anesthesia team, so she'll be intubated and ventilated. We'll have a team our tech team will put a catheter into her ear, and then we'll be ready to move her. I guess Amber's the lead of the animal comforts team, so do you want to take it from here in terms of moving her?
Sure. So when we know that we have the okay, that she's sedate enough for us to enter the space, my team is going to step in and start putting the straps on her that we need to help position her. And then Justin's team will start setting up their rigging that'll assist us in moving her.
We'll all have to just understand that we're going to be stepping over each other, and again, we'll have to get everybody's attention, and it might be some screaming and yelling, but don't take it personally. We're just trying to work. So, because you're going to have a team back here working on the legs, and you're going to have a team here working on the tail, and then the anesthesia team's going to be there. So this should be all open after we get those bags in place. Yeah.
And the reason why we're going through all of this, guys, we have to set her up as like we're doing, is we've got to sustain her health and through the whole procedure. We just don't know how long that procedure is going to be. It could be an hour, it could be 2 hours. We just don't know. And there's a huge difference between having a 55-year-old elephant down for 1 hour versus 2 hours. That means we've got to support her in many different ways so that she's going to stand up for us. So that's why we're going to this extra effort to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to make her stand up no matter how long she's down.
After months of planning and practice, it was time for surgery day. We started optimistically. Irene laid down on the side we trained for, almost exactly where we wanted her to. Then we waited for the anesthesia to take effect. Once we were sure she was asleep and it was safe, the team moved in. We safely repositioned her slightly to allow for more room for the medical team to work. Her oxygen, medication, and fluids were all monitored. The surgery went on, and hour 2 neared. It took a while, and we were concerned about blood flow and nerve feeling in her legs when she hopefully stood back up. We massaged her to keep her nerves active. Finally, the team successfully finished the procedure. After the medical professionals did everything they could do, all we could do was wait. Irene didn't move. We knew she could hear us.
Irene! You can do it, baby. Good girl. Good girl.
She knows our voices.
There you go. You got it, Big B.
We spend every day together.
Count the respirations per minute and two. They're good.
Irene! There you go. Good girl.
For over 20 minutes, we called to her, hoping for some reaction. Then finally, movement.
There you go. Good, Irene. Trying to move those legs. Good girl.
But could she get up?
Good
We
girl.
waited and encouraged her.
Come on, Big B. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. That's Timmy. There you go. Good stuff. Good girl. There you go. Good girl, Irene. Good girl, Bean. Good girl. Good girl. Hi.
She was up, she was doing well, and boy did she want those straps off.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
The operation was a success. All of the teamwork and training paid off. It was an emotional day, but a great day. Professionals from all over came together for this elephant and demonstrated what caring for these amazing animals can mean. We demonstrate it every day in the care we provide, whether we are training them to voluntarily participate in their health care or inspiring our guests to fall in love with these animals so they too can become active in caring for elephants here and protecting them in the wild. Irene's story is just one example of the ABQ BioPark's commitment to elephant conservation and what we can accomplish when we work together.